line. Check the radio, pit crew is far from slow. The lights no longer yellow. Ready, steady, go. Crank it up. Oh, it's racing. 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 In love with the ride. Burning rubber smells real nice. Fuel it up once or twice. Come on, fast is the way to drive. Crowds all on their feet. Not one bothered by the heat. Imagine them in the driver's seat. Checkered flag would be sweet. Crank it up. Oh, it's racing. 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 Everybody get ready. On your feet. Here we go. 3, 2, 1. Crank it up. Crank it up. Oh, it's racing. 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 Crank it up.
With the ButtKicker Gamer 2, what you see and what you hear is what you feel. ButtKicker. The future is feeling.
We are the place where the toughest drivers will come to race from far and wide. But just who are we? We are the Pit Stall Racing Series.
Redline Motorsports Media can help you fulfill all of your motorsports industry photography and videography needs. Contact Redline Motorsports Media, where everything we do is driven by you.
Looking for a new PC or an upgrade to your current one? Look no further than Ford Entertainment Group, your home for the best quality and value in new, pre-built, and custom PCs at the lowest price guaranteed. We have affordable PC solutions for any budget, with custom builds starting at $595. Even the pros turn to Ford Entertainment Group to get them up and running. With valued customers from all over the world, it's easy to see why Ford Entertainment Group is the most trusted brand in custom PCs.
I wanted to save my awesome subscribers the most money when they started their sim racing journey, while I started trying to look for the best deals. And I'm so proud that Jeffrey and I have partnered up so I can spread the good news about where to get the lowest price on a high quality computer.
Feel confident when buying from us with the FEG Satisfaction Guarantee. Get yourself on track today by visiting us online at fegpc.net.
When you need the best designs in your fleet of vehicles, there's only one brand name that many trust in. One that makes every car pop out from the rest of the field, and that is Lightning Wrapz. Be sure to check us out on Facebook at Lightning Wrapz. Get yourself a vehicle unlike the rest. Lightning Wrapz, the most affordable designs made at your leisure.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back here on Pizza Race TV as we're now live here in Lebanon, Tennessee, here on Pizza Race TV Studios. And a new place, new feature for me at least. I've been banished to the south side of the world, so I guess now I have to have a little bit of fun here. But nevertheless, here as we're banishing down on the south, might as well have a little fun with our boys down in the south here. Tennessee, always good live and good living here in Lebanon, certainly no different. Hi everyone, I am the Crusader Christian Shriver, joining you guys here today. Hope my mic sounds okay. I hope I don't have any echo or coursing on my end here, but nevertheless, Michael Bollinger back here with me on the call here. Michael, 25 drivers come back alive and they're ready to roll it out on the track. This should be a good one, good sir.
Yes, it is going to be a good one. On some good old concrete too. Not asphalt, race fans, concrete. It's going to be an interesting one as we do have a pretty decent field again of 25 drivers ready to take it 100 laps at Nashville. And starting on your pole tonight will be the 95 of Robert Warren and the number 3 of Jeff Ratke for row number 1.
Row 2 is the 4 of Peyton Johnson, the outside number 21. That is the old rattlesnake, Robert Kahn.
Row number 3 will be the 99 of Raleigh Babb and the 98 of Sean Long.
Row number 4 in the 18 pilots the 8 of Bobby Anderson, the outside. That 94, it's Justin Reynolds.
Row number 5 will be the 33 of Corey Stahl and the 46 of Dalton McKinney.
Row 6 is the 28 of Robert Hisson, the outside. The throttle, Chantel Bottle in the 5.
Row number 7 will be the 51 of Jeffrey Vickery and the 20, the Old Oak, Jeffrey Oaks.
Row number 8 is the 00 of Chris Luttrell, the outside. The number 27, it is Corey Reed.
Row number 9 will be the 7 of Sean Burke and the 10 of Jason Henry.
Row number 10 is the 1300 Hammer and Hanson, the outside. And the 76 is Mike Rideout.
Row number 11 will be the 84 of Matthew Hoffer and the 61 of Chris Lucier.
Row number 12 is William Ridgway and 39, the outside. And the big 90, Dennis Warrens.
In row number 13, rounded out your field will be the 03 of Thomas Ridgway.
Your field of drivers has now been loaded onto the track. The only thing left is to let them at it.
Yes, it is, Christian. With the lights are off on the pace car as these drivers are getting pit road and down to the back to get Nashville. Race fans, let's make some noise, race fans. Let's get hyped. Let's start hearing your favorite drivers' names from where we can hear you from up in the booth. Because these drivers are ready to take this last pedal down to the metal. I'm ready to hear this quiet rumble turn to a loud roar. I'm pretty sure yours too, Christian. And Race fans, it's that time again as the pace car pulls down the pit lane. And let's push the pedal to the metal and let the ButtKicker 100 commence.
Lebanon on their feet, looking for this one to be a good one. We'll see how they do. Off the start level, Warren St. Louis leader, Riff Rat Keeler pilots that outside with the 14 of Peyton Johnson trying to glide around on speeds.
Racers, I did learn on asphalt tracks on concrete, not asphalt, that they are tire eaters, so you want to save your tires as much as you can.
I was just going to say, tire eating, a little slicker on the track as well, a little harder to kind of maneuver through. Managing and gas pedal, managing your loud pedal is two different things here. One big thing though is again they're running the 750 horsepower package, which means these drivers are basically kind of being forced into some very tight-ended places, some very tough roads. But one thing I like though is that the fact that it's 750 horsepower package is going to separate the drivers out and create the men and women from the boys and the girls.
And currently we do have Racky at a 0.1 second lead right now. Let's see if he's able to hold on to that. Try to get 3 wins. Another back-to-back win here tonight. But still, anybody's race out early in this race. Anybody can still have a chance at it.
Racky may have had quite a few wins over the past couple of these seasons, but yeah, here now he's going to have to deal with a lot of pressure here. You got a guy like Robert Kahn who's definitely trying to get back to victory lane after so long out of the spotlight. You got a guy like Peyton Johnson still looking to get more wins out on the circuit and more track on the racing. But then you got guys also that can really be the heavy hitters and the nail coffins here. We talked about how dangerous William Ridgway is, and especially when there's trouble up a brewing. Bobby Harrison smacking the wall right off turn number 1. They're not sure what exactly happened to the 213somewhere.com machine, but that thing went up a little too high and it went smack dab into the wall.
Well, I've started to notice here as well that a lot of these drivers are being patient, trying just to fall into a single file train for right now. Trying to be patient with their tires warm up a little.
Even if you warm them up enough, you're literally just giving them the opening right out of the gate. You're going to have to try to find a way to outmatch them on the fuel strategy or the tire strategy. So really all hinders on what your ideals are. Are you ones that like to try to lay low and then go smooth and stroke from there, or are you drivers that like to kind of push your luck and push yourselves to the absolute limit of the day? This is going to be a very tough decision because, again, no one is going to be safe in that kind of concept, and no one's going to be able to really watch out for anything other than just basically the track and then all of a sudden themselves.
I agree, Christian. I feel like it's gonna come down to either it's definitely gonna come down to tire management here tonight at the end, I believe, and pit strategy whenever you decide to pit.
Tire strategy, pit strategy, yeah. I think honestly though, one thing we're kind of looking at too, you're seeing a lot of drivers are taking a little bit more easier off corners. I was always taught this is a driver's track one way or another, how you look at it. The reason being is because you got so many angles, so many spots you got to work off from, but really you're looking at trying to hit that one specific angle, but once you give a little bit of an opening like that and make a mistake, all of a sudden now the line becomes less of yours and becomes more of the others. And that seems to be what everyone right now seems to be up to as we go on board with the throttle Chantel Bottle. 5 spots up right now. She's cooking it to the boys.
Her that lightning wrap number 5 Ford Fusion is looking pretty good here tonight, as she is currently in a battle with the 94, trying to for that 94 of Robert Reynolds right now for 6th.
Well, that's actually a 7th spot there. That's actually a 7th spot right there. They're battling for currently. Sean Long kind of laying back low too, and Sean Long has had quite a few interesting couple of weeks, I'll say, here on Pizza Race TV. He's either been in the checkers or he's been in the wreckers. That's the only way he's been. Trying to avoid trouble today.
I was gonna say, if I'm not mistaken, what I saw earlier during the pre-race stuff, that stage breaks lap 40, if I'm not mistaken.
I believe that's how they're going to roll it out today. On the 100 lap race, lap 40 is it, lap 30 on the 80 lap races. And then of course the rare exceptions like Talladega and Daytona, while they're to be a little earlier, and that's going to really play into a strategy. Until that happens down there, we got trouble, problems right off. Corey Reed, Jeff Oaks, and Mike Rideout slamming right off turn number 1. Oh, my word. Nasty situation there. I'm not sure who exactly started that one. We'll just have to go to the Pizza Race Studios for replay. This one's presented by Lightning Wrapz today. Well, from my angle there, it looked like it might have been on the old Oak, Jeff Oaks. We'll try to get a camera view on the number 28 of Robert Hill's song. Watch carefully here again, race fans. As you see them rolling through number 3 and 4, you can see Jeff Oaks gets a slight bit loose here. Taps the track, taps the car back into the accelerator, gets it squared up. His song trying to stay close to his line. As he goes up, though, Jeff Oaks goes up a little too. Flips right into him and takes him for the ride. The old Oak will have to take the EOL. And just for the
I agree with you there. From what I'm seeing on our in-car with Oaks, also he does appear to have a little bit of damage from prior contact with something as well.
Oh yeah.
Looks like it dropped the aerodynamics of the car coming into the turn.
Oh! Well, poor Corey Reed, man, he just got destroyed there by Schuessler as well as Hunter Hansen there. Neither of
But
those
tough break for the old Oak.
A tough break indeed. Now the driver's going to have to kind of figure out how to manage themselves off from that mess there. It is a long, long road ahead for them, but there is still plenty of time to figure it out. All that remains, though, is what will they do when they get back out on the track? That's going to be a big question.
I was going to say, we do have a little bit of damage on the front nose of Hunter Hansen, too. He had a little bit of damage on his front end, missing his whole bumper. I don't want to say this too early with the broadcaster's curse.
Michael, careful what you say, man. You know as well as I do that broadcaster curse is an evil mistress. It loves to come out and mess with each other when we don't least expect it.
That's why I wasn't going to mention it yet until it got closer to time.
And speaking of time, looks like I just got my time completely ended. Technical difficulties, folks. I knew that might happen. Well, at least I know I got the system back up. We had just technical difficulties on our end here, guys. We'll be back with you in just a little while. Well, Michael, you can pretty much call the race from here and tell me what's going on down there. I got absolutely no footage down there, unfortunately.
So it's just on me right now while you fix the stream?
Well, currently while I fixed the, I gotta get our camera crew back out there right now. We're currently trapped in the graces of our fun friends.
So basically, what happened to at Worldwide Technology happened to us at Nashville.
You know, we gotta get the glitch graphic gremlins out of the way. It's a new studio. It's a brand new place. I've already got some help coming up tomorrow night, so we should be fixed up by then for Tuesday night. Anyway, go ahead and call the race, and I'll be back in like 2 seconds.
Bracky's trying to pull a little bit away from Johnson, and he's at a 2.23 second lead over Johnson, and he has Khan at a 4.77 second lead. But right now we have Johnson and Khan still trying to battle it out for second right now. As the rest of the field is also trying to get single file right now, just trying to be patient for right now, because this is still a long race and because we're on lap 17 out of 100.
Dang, special happened while I was kind of gone for a second. I kind of lost you right before you guys got to the restart.
Right now we have Thomas Ridgway making quick work of the field as he started 25th. He's now working on making the pass for 20th, making the pass on the 61 of Chris Lucia right now. But he has a 13 of Hunter Hainson on his rear bumper as well, trying to also make the pass too after him being involved in that early caution there.
Alright,
after that caution.
I think we're back. There we go, we're back. Alright, sorry about that, race fans. Quick minor hiccup. I can't really do much about it. Like I told you, Hanson, I had a brand new place we moved into. We got a brand new studio, so that means we gotta work on some bugs.
Right now we have Corey Reed a little off pace, having trouble keeping up with the old Oak right now. After that last incident, as he is now running last. 0.3-something seconds off of Oak right now.
Looking on right now here, William Ridgway, number 39, 14 hard charging spots up here, going head to head here against Justin Reynolds. Number 94 here, Battle Hard, trying to maintain the pace, maintain control. Weldon back down through off turn number 1. Trying to get a little bit of a shot in the dark here, but needs to be new, and every little bit of province, that takes two. Every driver for themselves in these kind of races, especially considering that we've had numerous winners so far. I don't think we've had a single double winner this season so far in this go. I think we could be seeing a bit of a pattern going again with this Cup car.
Well, isn't it Racky our only two-time winner on the season? What did he?
No, he's only got one win. Yeah, he's only got one win to my knowledge. We can look it up for race 1, and honestly, I could be completely wrong, but I'm pretty sure he's only got one win. Take a look at our stats real quick. Yeah, well, I'm pretty sure he's only got one win.
Why are you looking for this? Why are you looking for a stat sheet of how many wins he has?
So far this season it's been William Ridgway, Jeffrey Racky, Robert Warrens, Jeffrey Vickery, Sean Burke, and that's been it so far. That's been your winners so far this season. So yeah, we have not had a single double winner this season here, Michael. And that could honestly continue to be the case because you got a hard charging, heavy throwing little rattlesnake kind of sneaking his way around.
I was just going to say it earlier, but I'm not going to say it. Yeah, but if you guys remember who won last week, let's just say this. He's back where he started last week. He's back where he finished last week already. But we do have a hard charging rattlesnake, like he did say, making quick work of him, trying to keep it from happening. As he was successfully able to make the pass on Peyton Johnson. With second now trying to run down Racky, as Racky has a 0.541 second lead on the Rattlesnake right now.
I think what I like really just about this battle right now from the driver's standpoint here is the fact that they're having to run so close together to have to try to make the corners and make the passes here. I think it really kind of hones in on the traps and kind of hones in on the driver to have to make perfect moves and a perfect run. Otherwise, they get pretty much left behind in a bit of a ball of flame that ends up being a blaze of glory. As now the Rattlesnake Khan has caught up there. Racky got good about a 10-second on him there that time by. But again, Racky probably also trying to take it a little bit easier here, considering the fact that he has got a long road ahead of him. Khan's been pretty much trying to cave in the speed, trying to cave in the drive and catch there up to him as fast as he can. That could be a difference maker here, and he knows it too.
I know when it was coming down to it last week, it came down to pretty much our top 3 drivers, pretty much on the first 2 green light sections because of how it was playing out, the Lady in Black last week. And now the front 2 guys are back at it yet again.
Well, the Lady in Black last week, man, she was just cruel and unusual in her punishments, but boy, did she give us quite a show. And honestly, not a bad show for all intents and purposes, considering that was Darlington Raceway that they raced at.
And what a good run by Khan, and with the help of Robert Warren's exiting turn 4 and through the tribal, as Robert Khan takes the lead with the help of Robert Warren's off a good run on turn 4 exit.
I guess it's the Robert and Robert connection today, the way he's talking down there, folks. Racky right now trying to give the piece outside of Khan again, though. But Khan right now probably just taking all of that crap, that asphalt concrete that he's got left on those tires. Those rubbers are burning up, and they are making Racky just eat and dig and claw to get up to him there as they roll him right back through off turn number 2. Khan getting a good little lead here and keeping his pace up.
I knew something like that was going to happen soon. They wait for Racky to make a mistake with his tire management.
Oh, I was just about to say there, Wally Babb getting a little bit crazy there, kind of bumping and nudging up that for Peyton Johnson. I know obviously he was trying to get a little bit of momentum to build up and maybe get him a little bit loose, but that could have been so much disaster just waiting to happen. They stay away from the 3 wides and get themselves a little bit more on the 2 wides, but man, I gotta tell you right now, every driver in that middle ground of that back is having a lot of fun with this one, the way it seems to me.
Yeah, they are. As Robert Warren was also able to make the pass last lap on Racky. Racky was lost 2 spots on the last 2 laps. But by Racky losing his spots, he's able just to start saving his tires for the last 10 laps to let these other 2 drivers, these first 2 drivers, Robert Khan, Robert Warren,
well, I think
tear up their tires.
Well, I was gonna say, I think a big thing right now, Michael, I think is we're looking at kind of the overall strategy kind of coming into form. You saw Racky, he was driving a much harder there on Khan earlier. Warren's watched out from behind and kind of took full control from there. And then all of a sudden it just became more of a kind of racing around from their kind of show. And that was where the strategy really played in for him.
Yeah, it was. Now, these drivers should be smart now after that first little incident that happened. I've noticed that all these drivers now are just becoming smart and slowing and braking a lot more in these turns now, keeping themselves from spinning out now as well.
Indeed. There, right now, Lawrence and Khan pushing the limits up here. Khan, again, desperate at this point to finally crotch up and claw victory lane once again. He's been desperately trying to get there. I think the last opportunity he had was back in Auto Club in the Truck Series, where he ended up getting completely in trouble there with Wally Babb. Both drivers taking each other out from turn 4 on the final lap of all things there. Khan said to me earlier he has not forgot that race, and he's not forgetting anything about these races. He just wants to go to the top of the mountain again and be on top of it all. But right now, he's got a lot of room to work around because he's got Robert Warren's fighting and scratching him on the bottom, just trying to push him up and get him out of the way if he possibly can. some solid racing so far today here. I mean, it's not been flashy, it's not been crazy, but you know, for National Superspeedway standards, this has been a good race. I'm liking what we're seeing here, Michael.
Yes, I am too. I'm liking it too, Christian. Well, take a look at our Dalton McKinney onboard, and he's having to work a little bit in these corners just to keep his car under control.
Well, I heard a downshift there from turn number 2. Looks like he didn't decide not to do it there in 3 and 4. So let's see if he just sit down here in turn number 1 here. Let's see if he does here. Yeah, he does, right there. Yeah, the shift, yep.
And then here comes the upshift.
Well, I kind of know how that works, but maybe you want to explain to the fans at home, Bollinger, why he's shifting in and out of the corners. We'll kind of compare notes here.
Because when they do that, that helps them slow down a little bit in the turns when they brake. That way they don't spin their tires, speeding up again when they go to accelerate in the turn again. Helps them from spinning their tires and spinning out. Now this might be a good question to ask Dalton McKinney when we go to our stage break, why he's how we know that he's shifting in 1 and 2, but not downshifting in 3 and 4. That might be a good question to ask him later on the stage break.
I'll have to get with him as soon as we get the commercial breaks out of the way here. We'll get right back out of this into a commercial break after we get to our stage break here. But nevertheless, Don trying to fight for the last bit of this race here. He's just trying to make sure he gets position entering in for pit road. Warren's, Radke, Stahl, and Ridgeway, their top 5 here. Radke trying to get a little bit of speed, boosting up a little bit. Ridgeway going head to head there with Corey Stahl. Stahl not liking the way you see him to deal with there and facing up on the challenge. One more lap to go is the rattlesnake right now. Can you say play it cool? Radke deep on the outside lane. Warren's hard on the inside. Found a groove there now. Looking to shoot for it. Schuessler off of pit road now onto the track again. Don trying to deal with Warren's once more. He'll go side by side. Big drag race coming up right off turn number 3 to turn number 4. Big close encounter of the third kind coming up, but it looks like Khan's taking the stage break win.
Today's caution is out. Second caution for the day is out.
Pretty impressive there by the rattlesnake. Able to hold off there from that last bit of ledge. Notable favorites though are charging number 39, William Ridgeway, starting back in 23rd. He's now in the 5th spot in the race fans when we come back. You got 3 heavy hitters that went at it there in the final laps with Corey Stahl and Ridgeway right behind. Who's going to take home this one here in the ButtKicker 100? Find out when we come back right here on Pizza Racing TV.
Battle of Metal Racing League Season 11 has been brought to you in part by our friends at the ButtKicker Company. Best in performance for feeling real tracks in the virtual world. The ButtKicker. Feel what you've been missing. By the Pit Stall Racing Series. With exciting action Mondays and Thursday nights, this is the best place to get your thrills at. By SimPanel. Making it real. By Threat Level Midnight Media. Media that's dynamite is Threat Level Midnight. By Gainz Fitness Inc. By FEGCustomPC.com, the only place to get the best PC specs and design done up your way. Visit us up at FEGCustomPC.com to learn more. By Lightning Wrapz, the most affordable designs made at your leisure. Lightning Wrapz is looking to bring you the best designs in your library. By Redline Motorsports Media, everything we do is driven by you. And by Shriver Twisted Creations, Twisted Mind, Sweet Design.
Alright, fans, welcome back here live onto the show right now. Currently our drivers in pit road here as we are just getting off our main caution there, the stage caution, or the competition caution, depending on how you want to look at it. Some notable drivers making some very interesting choices down there. One of them that was just happened to be mentioned by Michael Bollinger there, then Dalton McKinney. As we'll now bring it down there and chat with him real quick as he comes off pit road. We'll let him get him squared off onto the back straightaway before we bring him in. This will be interesting to talk about. Mike, I'll let you do the talking here once we bring him in real quick on that question you had for him. All right, so now he joins us here, ladies and gentlemen. Dalton McKinney now on the line here. And Dalton, it's a very interesting strategy there going into the final legs of that stage. Qualified 10th right now and back in the 10th spot. What do you do now to move up from the rear, bud?
Just try to keep the nose clean. Try to keep the tires as fresh as possible. I was pretty hard on them there. I had that early EOL and so I started 25th. So 25th to 10th here. Just keep the fenders on it and give yourself a chance at the end.
So we did notice as you were working your way after the first caution came out, when you were going through 1 and 2, you were downshifting. But when you're going to 3 and 4, you were not downshifting. Do you mind explaining why you were doing that in the turns?
Yeah, 3 and 4 just doesn't seem as helpful. You carry a little bit more speed through there. Where 1 and 2, it's a little bit of a tighter corner, especially running the bottom. So I just feel like I get my RPMs down enough to where it helps me a little bit in 1 and 2. But 3 and 4, I tried it here and there. If I was underneath someone and I was forced to like enter lower, it would kind of help me a little bit on my exit. But yeah, I'm mainly just doing it 1 and 2.
All right, well, Dalton, thank you for the insight and thank you for your time. Good luck as you're ready to head out for the final leg of this race.
Thank you, guys.
Dalton McKinney, ladies and gentlemen, on the line here. We'll now listen to the number 28, Robert Hissong now. And Hissong, pretty impressive little effort there you had going there from that before the stage break came out. Now going back in your qualifying position, what's this 28 have in mind here for the long haul ahead of you? It doesn't look like we have Robert on the line there, guys. See if we get Bobby Anderson real quick in here. Bobby, got a copy down there?
Yes, sir.
All right, Bobby Anderson, man, right now having a little bit of a pit road stoppage there, but looked like he had some problems as well early on, getting slapped in the wall, turn number 1. What went down there for the 18, and how have you been able to kind of fix and recover from there?
I honestly couldn't tell you, man. I don't know what happened. Came out down the turn, and the car just didn't want to turn. All of a sudden, it felt like it just drifted and lost control. I didn't have any steering in it. I just tried to hit the brakes to try to keep it off the wall, but couldn't. Running that high side at the beginning right there just did not work at all. Trying to see if we can make some moves, but it didn't work. So we're going to try to take it a little bit easier here, get through this first stage, and since we got past it, now we'll try to make some moves, but be more cautious with it. So hopefully we won't hit the wall this time.
Well, I don't. Good to see you bounce back so far from your little incident. Good luck to you in the rest of this race.
All right, thank you.
Bobby Anderson, ladies and gentlemen, as we get him rolled back onto the track here, ready to roll him down through turn number 3 into 4. I'll handle this part here, Michael. I usually have a little fun with it anyway, so I might as well. Roll him down off for corner number 3 into 4 here to the ButtKicker restart zone. Jeffrey Racky going to lead him down with the rattlesnake behind side him. High side, rolling down, high jump to the start. Let's roll them at track stacked and all that. Pack them up to the restart. We go in Lebanon.
And what a good launch by Racky. Immediately throwing the block on Khan. Racky making a statement early in this second stage to Khan, saying, hey, I'll fight you if I need to. I throwing that block on the early restart.
You can throw the block all you want, so at the end of the day, he's going to need to make sure he gets a little bit of a run later on when he comes back.
Right now we have Racky, Warren, and Khan, all three running single file.
Seems like those driving in the back of the pack are getting kind of trapped in the dirty airflow around with the 732 horsepower package. I'm not sure if that's just the way they're just trying to run the track, or maybe that's something else there, but whatever the case may be, it seems to really be affecting them. And gets them a little trouble.
On the wall.
Caught the onboard of that as it was happening right in front of your faces there, folks. Chantal Paddle's just completely wrecking it right here on the front straightaway here. Not too sure what happened there or what went wrong. All we do know is we got to take a look at the PTM Race TV instant replay and take a look at this one. nasty situation, unfortunately, coming up here. Let's take a look. Coming through turn number 3 and right into the gate. You can just see here. Looks like McKinney. No, that was all Bottle there. She actually got loose on her own. I was about to say, I thought McKinney might have drifted up the way the car was, but actually Bottle off the exit, she just could not quite hold it. Ended up taking herself to the shed around.
Because as we switched over to our TV cameras for the front stretch, I saw that happening. So I had a good angle on it as it happened. Tough break for her, trying to regain control of her car coming out of 3 and 4. Tough break for all involved.
You know what's kind of weird though is the fact that like we've seen her do extremely well here before in the Thursday night edition there with the Truck Series when the Pit Stall Racing Series was in town. Now the Cup Series drivers from Pedal Metal Racing they come out, and then all of a sudden this completely just kind of changed the way and the name of the game for them here, and nothing they can really do about it. So I mean, really at the end of the day, it's all kind of take and go and give it what you give, but you can't make mistakes like that and think that it won't come back to haunt you eventually here, and that's exactly what we saw from the 5 here.
That's what we did see indeed. Now this restart may be interesting if it stays like this. It's gonna be Racky and Khan right in front of each other. It's gonna be Racky with Khan in his rearview mirror. A rearview mirror full of Khan. So this is gonna be a fun restart if this happens, if it stays like this. It currently stands at Tracky, Warrens, Khan, Ridgeway, and Stahl, your top 5. Race fans, if there was weather and iRacing like there would be in the real racing, we would be at the halfway point this time by. If there was weather like there would be in the real world for racing. I think that would be fun to see in iRacing. So race fans, the lights are off on the pace car. It's Racky, Warren, Khan, Ridgeway, and Stahl, your top 5. Peyton Johnson will be running in 6th. That makes up the first 3 rows. And race fans, we'll be needing to keep an eye on the 3 and the 21 on this restart here, see what's going to happen here. We'll also need to keep our eye on the 95 Robert Warrens too, as we are making our way back to the restart zone and we're underway! Yet again for the ButtKicker 100.
Whoa! That may not be the same case. Tom McKinney not even able to get out the line. The 46 with trouble. Then now Thomas Ridgeway with trouble. Cautions out on the track there. 2 drivers involved. What the heck happened there? I mean, just like that, everything went completely haywire off the start. McKinney had a good, looked like he was trying to get a good jump here. Looks like somebody didn't even get off the line up there, honestly. I'm not even sure what the heck happened to Thomas Ridgeway out of there. Yeah, somebody didn't get off the line, and then Chris Litterell just completely took the 46. And then Corey Reed kind of toked out the 03. Not sure exactly who started it there. We'll have to see it on the replay who exactly started this mess to begin with. Yeah, Robert Warrens did not get off the line there, so that's what got the other drivers involved. But right now, Chris Litterell also probably another one of those drivers I want to look at this one on. Looked like Little was hitting the brakes there, yeah, but he was, so. We'll be right back after quick commercial message. We're going to currently review this one.
With the ButtKicker Gamer 2, what you see and what you hear is what you feel. ButtKicker. The future is feeling.
When you need the best designs in your fleet of vehicles, there's only one brand name that many trust in. One that makes every car pop out from the rest of the field, and that is Wrapz. Be sure to check us out on Facebook at Wrapz. Get yourself a vehicle unlike the rest. Wrapz, the most affordable designs made at your leisure.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. Right now, back here on the show here, Robert Warren's getting the EOL for the unfortunate situation that got him stuck into that mess there. Couldn't quite get it off the line there and ended up plowing a few other drivers behind him. Here on lap number 50, the field has re-centered and regained control, but the thing is, you don't get him going on the start, you're getting yourself into trouble. So now,
Race
go ahead.
I was gonna say, in race fans, we need to watch these two cars up front, as they have been at it the last two races at each other. So watch these two front cars, watch the 3 and the 21 on the restart yet again. We also need to watch Corey Stahl, Ridgway, and Robert Reynolds too, as they are your top 5 on this restart too. As lights are off on the pace car, and you want to take this restart, or do you want me to take it?
Have at it, buddy.
And the race fans, get on your feet yet again. Race cars down pit lane. And let's push the pedal to the metal once again. As these drivers are in the ButtKicker restart zone, and we're back underway at Nashville.
You know, right now, probably a couple of them too are going to be literally driving their wheels out just to try to make it to the other here. Of course, you got to be studying that 95 here and the 94 of Justin Reynolds right now. I want to be careful down there because he's currently having some good traffic gremlins trying to take the car's soul away from him. The rattlesnake, Robert Kahn jumping it straight to the inside now, trying to hang on as William Ridgway is looking to try and grab another victory. Radke weighing back low from him, 21 spots up. Ridgway is coming for him.
This time Kahn was able to outrun Radke on the restart. Kahn takes the lead.
Corey Stahl giving a little nudge to his little friend down there, Jeffrey Radke. Not sure there's a little tension between those two, but that would definitely look like they are going to be bumping and making some moves around down there.
Pretty fun to see. But now we have Ridgway trying to make a battle, but we have Radke now pushing Ridgway to the lead.
He's there trying to push him, the leader's trying to push him out of the way one way or another. He's giving everything she's got. Trying to dish it right in. Each driver not having much room to work with. Kahn sticking to the outside line, making a jump onto the closest he can to the wall. Now trying to plow down as we got a problem down there again. Looks like we got cars all bunched up. Thomas Ridgway and Dennis Warrens look like they have got some problems, and especially for the number 90, Dennis Warrens. He has come to a dead halt here as the caution flies out for him. Well, once again, you know what to do here, Michael. We're going to what?
The pedal to the metal, instant replay.
That's right. Let's see. Okay, that looks like a bit of a 3-wide there, and I know Schussler probably is not too happy with that happened there, but that did not look good at all. We'll see right here. I'm going to take a closer look at this here because that nose is extremely close to opening up for a 3-wide. So let's take another look at it here. If the intention was there, then it was definitely there. You see Dennis Oh yeah, there's Schuster. He definitely clipped him. Whether or not it's going to be determined to be a 3-wide incident, that'll be on the admins later. But definitely Schuster was the one that recipiated that wreck there that caught the 90. Dennis Tritus got on the apron and saved it here, but that's when he got shifted up. Schuster tried to make the pass here, but he just cornered up a little too close to the wall and then ends the 90 into a blaze of glory down there.
From what I can see on our other onboard camera with Chris Schlusser, it looks like that the 90 came up, was coming up on him, got loose and tried to fix it, and was coming up on the wall. It got caught up.
Either way, still smacked that wall. That's going to be on him, unfortunately. So that will roll him back out from pit road here and give him what is worth in this case here. You know, it's funny though, the racing earlier was really good. Everything was looking pretty solid. Now all of a sudden it's time to turn more into a kamikaze mission here, and the drivers maybe getting a little bit antsy and a little bit impatient, but they need to watch it here. They still have some time left to race. But making mistakes like that certainly will not help their cause any.
Yeah, it will not. As after this caution, your front few rows have been mixed up as it is. Ridgway, Brackey, Hahn, Johnson, and Stahl, your top 5. This is the first time I haven't seen, besides the initial few restarts, as we've seen Khan and Racky not battling each other on the restarts for once. This is going to be fun to see how this goes. Yeah, race fans. Drivers are getting into a 2x2 formation because they have just been given the 1 to go signal. And you know what this means. That quiet rumble you're hearing is about to turn into a loud roar yet again. I can say this, the wind when these cars go by, that these cars generate when the last car in the field passes, feels good, wouldn't you say, Christian?
I'd say right now, honestly, if you get a field like this packed up as tight as it is and as hard as the racing surface as it can be here, I think you're really in for a show no matter where you go, and this is exactly what they want to see. So at this point now, it's all about just who can tempo the pace and who can make the moves to their situation here.
Yeah, if you didn't know, race fans don't know what I mean. If you guys have ever been to a race, an actual race, and you feel the breeze come by from when the cars go past you, you would see what I mean.
I felt the dirt going by me on the NASCAR Truck Series we're in town. Does that count?
Yeah, that does kind of count, but we are back underway! Yeah, the dirt flying up, you know, that's good experience too. But the wind, when these cars get up and going, give it a lap or two, then you would feel the dirty air coming off the car and the dirty air coming off the car in the back of the pack.
You gotta think those top speeds right now, winning well over 170 miles per hour there just on the cars themselves. I mean, they are plowing these things at high speeds and at high race and and reward. That's what these cars have to deal with. You're basically driving around with a bicycle that can best call a dump truck here in terms of aerodynamic dependency as well as the control and power that the speeds create and generate in this car.
And we did have a good launch by William Ridgway, but we have Racky trying to cut him down and can't spot back.
John Burke, the first winner of the season here right now, trying to make any bit of do what he's got with the track and he's got to do with the car. They're going to try to build up some pace, build up some speed here as they work their way around. William Ridgway yet again leading down with Jeff Racky trying to come up to him. William, though, he knows he's got a long haul ahead of him, and he knows there's a lot of drivers that want to take that spot away from him, including that pick number 4, Peyton Johnson, who's still trying to get himself on the top of the leaderboard and top of the spots this season.
This is still pretty interesting so far, race fans. We're only on lap 62. It looks like Dennis Bourne is making that minimum speed right now. He's lost the whole pack. He's running by himself, and he has a lot of damage.
Top 3 extremely close on points right now too. Here as Jeffrey Racky, William Ridgway, Robert Warren's only separated out by a mere 3 points between the 3. Robert Kahn not far behind with 8 points down. Jeffrey Victory 9 out. That top 5 is looking extremely close in the points race here. But numerous winners again has been pretty much the talk of the town, the talk of the show. It's been pretty much what these drivers have been trying to see what they can do with no matter where they go and what time they race down. So very interested here with the last bit of this race. Who starts to really take control and who starts to make aim for what they can get out of it. Here as caution comes out, trouble there on the track. Big trouble. Oh boy, a whole lot of them down there in trouble.
Prado was involved in that. I saw the smoke. I had one of our cameras zoomed in on her, watching her battling the 94 of the 95 of Robert Warren's, and I just saw the smoke coming into frame. Prado did take a little bit of damage, but I did not know how much he took. But yeah, time to go back yet again to the pedal to the metal instant replay.
Sorry for the auto glitch there. Here I was trying to actually get a good look at the wreck there and take a look at it here. This is a little interesting here. Khan got kind of slowed up, got whacked by the 94, but then here's where everything just went completely haywire. I think Reynolds went up into the 13, and Hansen got kind of trapped up there. I'm not sure if really he was enticing himself to get up there, but that's where the hit came from, and then that's where all of a sudden everything else went into flux here.
And from what I just saw on Paddle's onboard, she tried to avoid it, but she just took a little bit of damage from the 94. As the 94 was spinning out, she couldn't get away because she had another car to her outside, so she just took a little bit of damage trying to get past the 94.
Question is right now, is it all on the 94? Was Hansen involved in that one? Take a look at it here. To me, it looks like it's more on the 94 than anything for the hit and the collision, so it looks like it's going to go on Justin Reynolds there.
I'm looking at it as well from his onboard, and it looks like he maybe got hit in the back from what I saw, but he was trying to keep his car under control. Oh yeah, he made a little bit of contact with the 13, it appears to look like, in a turn.
I mean, I think I'm going to go off of this, though. He literally had taken the hit off the 21 and then kind of driven up slightly into the number 13 of Hansen, and Hansen really with nowhere else to go. Kind of was what started and created that trend there that began this whole mess to begin with, so that's kind of where I'm thinking with this one here.
Agreed. It's also kind of hard to tell with the 94 having lagged a little bit of a flashing too. But I do agree, when he spun, that's what started this whole mess.
Just kind of, it wasn't really just a spin, it was just kind of went up a little bit and just kind of took into the other drivers, and that's about all she wrote. When you get stuck in that position, it's not a whole lot you can really do there.
Agreed, not a lot you can do indeed.
Like Robert Earls wants to go back to pit road right now, get himself a little bit more fuel, maybe to finish this race out on the highest of notes, maybe get the tires where he wanted. You only get 2 extra set of tires in these races. 5 cautions not on their own here. The 6th was just the stage caution there, so that is really what we've been dealing with and watching today here, race fans. What a quiet race we had earlier. It was quite a good battle earlier. And the next thing we know, well, it seems like the racing course tonight to have a little fun was like, yeah, we don't think it's crazy enough, so now we're going to make this a little crazy.
But hey, racing with seeing the wrecks is more fun than just watching straight line racing from personal experience.
It depends how you look at it. I know I got family and uncles that like that stuff, so I will not judge their racing for what they like. I like my racing, they leave my racing alone, so. If you like dry racing, guys, feel free to love it. We're not judging.
Well, race fans, lights off on the pace car. Drivers are in 3 and 4. One final check for their tires. One final check making sure their position. It's gonna be Ridgway, Racky, Johnson, Stahl, and Kahn. Your top 5. Ready to push the pedal back to the middle as we are back underway in the ButtKicker restart zone.
McKinney out, Hansen trying to get his damage fixed up, get the car back out as quick as possible here. Really taking early advantage here is Racky, Johnson, and Stahl with Kahn behind. Trying to push the limit back out. Kahn trying to get as much as he can. Iron Johnson and Stahl looking to try to get himself whatever he can out of the speed boost here. Anderson with company. Here comes the defending champion himself, the old Oak, Jeff Oaks right now. Just as solid as an Oak can be. Traveling through the speed, traveling through with the wind. But William Ridgway still your race leader right now. He's going to be one tough cookie to topple over right now, and he knows it too.
We have Wrapz, and you can't count out anybody yet, really. This is still 30 laps to go. Anything can still happen. We can't.
Fast off on the wall. Whoa! Over the wall protection goes the 84 Matthew Hoffert. Mike right out, backing out of that 3 wide situation. Robert Hissong stuck in the middle, but gets out of it too. Hoffert probably wasn't trying to get up into that wall protection. Didn't realize where he was at, so it was a little too late. But does at least recover nicely as we continue on. Mirror 30 laps turning into now 29 laps left to go, as this is starting to look more like it could be the top 5 race to lose. Depending on how they want to race it out, it's their choice. Justin Reynolds right now making a big charge. Coming back from his initial hit there. His problem Tony took there earlier. He's got some work to do though to catch back up with the field, considering everything he's been dealing with here. There you go. I was about to say we had a little trouble there, didn't you?
Yeah, I don't know what happened. All I know is when you were talking, the last thing I know, I think my headset might have messed up in the booth. Well, but luckily we have spare headsets up in the booth.
Well, at least you ain't like me and having the Ghostcraft Gremlins come destroy your equipment for just a second until you get everything back up and running. Speaking of getting back up and running, Sean Long and Sean Bird, Battle of the Seans. They go ahead and head here right now, number 7 and 98 there, as those two seemingly kind of just keeping the innocuous control of the car and trying to make sure they can drive around as hard as they can. RBS versus the little Midnight Media Machine. And that's pretty much all she wrote on that end of that front. Burke giving it everything he can. Drives a little bit in quick to the inside. Burke and Long trying to cross it over there, but Burke able to take control there. Good pass there in the 9th spot. And now the racing's starting to intensify as even the old Oak Jeff Oaks getting passed from Anderson. Managed to find a way around that corner off, and now just trying to hold every bit of speed he can left under the hood as we go on board here with Anderson.
I am going to step away for a minute. I gotta go take care of something real quick, so I'll be back in just 2 minutes, man. I gotta go take care of something.
Well, while he takes care of that here, right now currently the Rattlesnake Robert Kahn, Peyton Johnson having a little tussle for the 4th spot here, trying to meet against the lines, if you will. Corey Stahl just pretty much watching them do whatever they want and not having to worry about their end. If they focus on their drive, they focus on your line. Oh boy, oh boy, oh Oh boy, God, hang on down there. Got it right up there on Johnson. Ended up giving the old love tap, and now he's back in the flaps. It's Ridgeway right now, the number 03 going head to head here with Corey Reed, the 27-03, one big battle jumping ahead. Both drivers right now just trying to hang in there and recuperate a little run they can off. Oaks and Anderson as well. Two completely different battles, two completely different positions. One in the higher top tens, the other in the lower top tens, but still just as exciting as they come before you. Robert Conn right now trying to live it low and trying to bring it up to power to go. Scott Johnson, Stahl, Radke, and Ridgeway right in the beef and into the mix. There's Radke now, looking to try to take down Ridgeway. William trying to do the unthinkable, Radke trying to do the unthinkable, and that's good to be the first driver to win 2 races in this season. We had one season where it took almost a full 10 races before we finally found ourselves a double winner. Is that possibly another situation here? One of the Alabama boys right now are into the Georgia line, carrot side. It's Wally Babb here. Gonna try to see what he can do here in Tennessee as he's been trying to have a little bit of that twisted T. He must be not thinking about when to get some Hennessy. Doesn't seem to bother him too much though. Jeffrey Vickery though right now currently having a good little go out there. Trying to see if maybe he can keep up the pace and keep up the drive there. But he knows he's kind of in a tough little ordeal. Having to have to run through that dirty airflow. Back sacked around on the inside now. Peyton Johnson going for pit road here. He'll try to get himself all hooked up down there. Sean Long, Sean Berg, big battle going up again there as both drivers take a double in. Those that went into pit road may be regretting it a little bit later. They need to get every bit they can. Take control of the race where they got to and make the best of their situation. Burke and Long looking more and more intensifyingly crazy here. And Wybab going deep in, looking deep out. Other drivers going to pit road include Ridgeway and Conn. I think it's the first time we've really seen Wybab kind of hard charging up to that front line here. Looks like Burke and Long having a good little run off from turn number 2, but it is right now Babb managing the gas pedal in, looking for the 3 wide. No, not yet anyway. Doesn't want nothing to do with that. And that sounded bad. Sounded like a motor just completely quit on one of them. Oh, that's not what it was. It was a complete wreck out of turn 4 into the pit stop. Corey Stahl, Jeff Oaks, and Bobby Harrison. Oh, hey, just a minute. Corey Stahl, I don't know if that was intentional, but he just wrecked the car out completely there. I don't know at this point. Whether or not that was an intentional hit on Anderson's beyond me, but we'll see. Mark that one down, guys. That was lap number 83. That transpired on. Rolling up on 84 right now, Jeffrey Vickery with a 2-second lead over the heavy hitters here. Babb, Long, Burke, right out Reynolds. That completely just changed the dynamic though, because a lot of those drivers are trying to get up into the race leader traffic. And now they maybe end up in a little bit of a different background here. Babb starting to get a little further ahead. Look out for Mike Rideout too, the number 76. He's a sneaker. He's a sneaky little one. I've dealt with him before. He can catch you when you least expect it. Looks like he's pretty much lining it up perfectly here as he's going on down to the inside of the 90S. Sean Long wants to try and maneuver through the gap. 15 laps remain. Big crossover. The slide job is engaged. The crossover now to clear that off. Long trying. He does get a beautiful crossover there through turn number 2. I'm impressed, honestly. I wouldn't have thought he'd been able to throw a slide job in that kind of predicament, that kind of manner, but yet he was able to with the graces of ease. Free victory to pit road. Wait a minute, Caution's out on the track. Caution's out. What on earth? Where did the caution come from? Where the heck did the caution come from on that one here? Oh, I think I might have an idea now. Take a look at this. See, I think Literell and Pottle and Literell get into it with each other, and there you go. Oh boy, and Pottle just about took the entire inside of that double O with her. I don't even know what to say to that one. Let's take a look at the other side here and see if Literell had caused the trouble in the first place, or if it was Pottle that did it. Like it might be on the 5 there. Looks like she may have drove a little bit high off on there here.
Okay, racing.
Well, Michael, you missed quite a bit there, buddy.
Catch me up.
Well, backing you up right now, here's where we're at. Currently the 5 and the double O getting the caution out here as we were having a pretty good little run out there. Not sure completely if the 5 just kind of drifted up and got the double O there. We're still trying to kind of figure that up here.
Sounds like I missed a lot. As race fans, it does look like Corey Stahl decided to take his car behind the wall as it has too much to repair. He decided to slow it early.
Called it a day early and calling it out on that one, so unfortunately not able to get the car back out on the track here. So the EOL being given out there to the 5. That was on lap number 86. That was Pottle. Yeah, that was Pottle. Go ahead.
I was going to say, tough break for her as she's been involved in multiple incidents here tonight. Go ahead.
I have nothing much on that. I was just going to say, it's been a hard race there for some and a lot tougher race for others.
Well, this is going to be a fun one as we have a new front row for this restart. This time it's been stricken up on this last restart because I was gone apparently. Right out, Babb, Long, Boucher, and Reynolds. Ready to take the green. They should be taking the green this time by. No, we are not.
Yeah, we're not quite ready to go just yet there. They're currently just trying to get everybody back in their positions. Pottle going back into pit road here, looking to try to stake whatever she can out on the track here, but she's going to have to work her way through a lot of lap traffic. Those that went on the pit road when that caution came out found themselves in a completely hard situation and a pill to swallow. Everything just completely thrown everything here.
Yes, it did. As I did say before, it threw up the entire top 5 too. field is in 2x2 already as well. And I believe we'll be taking the green at what? 8 to go, right?
I'd say so.
Has a front lap 91 out of 100. Yeah, we should have 8 to go when we take the green, which will be an 8-lap shootout, which means this is where everyone's going to be fighting for position. You guys remember last week, coming out of 1 and 2 on the last lap, that big wreck that ensued coming out of 1 and 2 on the last lap. So race fans, we do have the lights off on the pace car. These drivers are just wanting to get these last 8 laps done so they can get out of these hot cars and get back and get into a cold shower or something to help cool their bodies off. But I know you race fans don't want this race to end. But all races must come to an end at some point. As we are in 3 and 4, it is right out, Fab. Your first row. Your first row. Ready to fight yet again. With 8 laps to go. ButtKicker 100 back underway.
This race just got completely thrown on its head. I don't even know where this one will go from here. All I do know is a lot of drivers are looking for their first win of the season, and they're going to be pushing every bit of limit they can to get up there to it. And that Kimmy Saver, Corey Reed, yep, he got it way wide, and he gets slammed into the wall. He's going to keep it green, though. No caution now. Looked like just a single car situation.
94 is a little loose coming into the turn, but he was able to keep it under control.
Hold on, 3 wide for the lead. Sean Lord, oh, he says, no, I'm backing out of that one. I'm not doing that route yet. He got out of it. Bab trying to go to the outside, trying to take down the 96, gets it around, long straight to the inside. Can they clear it? It's close. They're very close. They get it right off. There's still 3 wide. Dennis Warren's trapped on the outside. Can they get out of it here? They know it. They get it. 3 wide wreck at under a mile and a half. That's going to be a lot of trouble in their hands. That'll be something to deal with, but they clear everything out. Nicely done. Oh, my word. It got a little crazy there, Michael, and they were throwing everything they could to the line. Wyatt Babbitt's got the lead. Justin Reynolds looking for his first of the season. Had a lot of troubles earlier. Now trying to make up for it with the lucky breaks he's got.
Lucky break. As we have Robert Reynolds involved in a previous caution, running spot number 2. As the lap time down, we just got the 6 to go signal given. We've got a lot of racing left to do as Wally Babb is trying to hold on and keep Robert Reynolds in his rearview mirror.
For those at home, they're wondering why am I saying Justin? He's saying Robert on iRacing. It says Robert Reynolds on my end. It's Justin Reynolds. That's what he's named himself here. So, just for the sake of clarification, that's why you're hearing that. 5 laps to go here, running on the front straightaway here. Bab has not been to victory lane in a little while, and he's won on numerous tracks, but I don't think he's ever won here in Nashville. This could be something different for him. If the track can stay up close and everyone else holds on, it'll pretty much kind of seize up a few of the positions here. There's numerous drivers right now just continue to try to stay close and try to stay within aim.
Looks like Con almost got loose on corner exit as he did check up a little and saved it.
The crazy thing is Robert Conn right now is currently a lap down. He got that pit stop there that got him there with the caution flying out. It sent him traveling in a stuffed pack there. And there's nothing that really could they do about it. That's Warren's earlier run. You saw him get into a little bit with the other drivers. Now he's just trying to make the best of what happened earlier by trying to take down Justin and Wally Babb. This is now looking for 3 to go.
And as you do have Reynolds just trying to either force Babb to make a mistake or wait for some help with Dennis Warren.
Well, he almost got his mistake out of Babb.
It's either he's gonna need some help, make a move or try to make a move, or Bab makes a mistake.
2 to go this time by Gavin Reynolds and Lawrence, your top 3. We've seen something like this happen before. Anybody remember a little Champion Car Equipment Cup Series race by chance? The bump and run on the backstretch on the final lap, costing the Marauder James Harris his win. Will we see another one happen here in Nashville? The same track it happened last time. 1 to go this time by, presented in part by our friends at the ButtKicker Company. Here we go, last lap in Lebanon. Look at the inside, trying to close it down. Bab fighting him off. Reynolds trying to get the inside. Hard run off on the back straightaway here. Justin Reynolds now trying to get the draft for one more lick up into the inside. He's going to send it through turn number 3. He gets blocked down there. Bab now trying to hold the line off from 4. If he can hang on just a little bit, he'll clips it off. Turn number 4. Watch out for Reynolds as Bab's going to victory lane here in Nashville.
And Reynolds made the mistake we were talking about.
Wow, what a race fans, and a solid ending there. Coming to the line, the ButtKicker 100 will go to maybe not the driver that anybody was expecting, but the one that takes it home. Wally Bab gets victory lane here in Lebanon. What a race for their ButtKicker 100 winner.
Yeah, it was good racing. Fortunate for Reynolds, who had a good chance before he made his mistake off turn 4 exit. Let's hope that didn't cost him too much positions. But my timesheet, I don't know if your timesheet says it too, it has Reynolds scoring in 3rd right now. What's your timesheet saying?
I got Reynolds in 3rd as well here. Let's take a look at the final sheet. Yeah, that's what they're going to score. Bab, Lawrence, Reynolds, Henry, Long, Ridgway, Hitsong, Johnson, Vickery, and Rideout. Your top 10 for this one here. And it was just a wild race from point A to point B here.
I would say a wild finish for Reynolds, too, after he was coming off 3 and 4, made that mistake, spun out, slid through the infield, and still was able to hold Con off.
When we come back, top 3, join us.
Battle of Metal Racing League Season 11 has been brought to you in part by our friends at the ButtKicker Company. Best in performance for feeling real tracks in the virtual world. The ButtKicker. Feel what you've been missing. By the Pit Stall Racing Series. With exciting action Mondays and Thursday nights, this is the best place to get your thrills at. By SimPanel. Making it real. By Threat Level Midnight Media. Media that's dynamite is Threat Level Midnight. By Gainz Fitness Incorporated. By FEGCustomPC.com, the only place to get the best PC specs and design done up your way. Visit us up at FEGCustomPC.com to learn more. By Lightning Wrapz, the most affordable designs made at your leisure. Lightning Wrapz is looking to bring you the best designs in your livery. By Redline Motorsports Media, everything we do is driven by you. And by Shriver Twisted Creations, Twisted Mind, Sweet Design.
Alright, ladies and gentlemen, back here live on the booth here. Good congratulations there to Justin Reynolds here. Looks like he's not going to be joining us here for our 3rd place finish here. Not quite what he was hoping for there, but that will be the situation here. Coming away today, though, in the 2nd spot here will be Dennis Warrens in the number 90. And Dennis, man, talk about having to catch a break there and catch himself on the spot here. And what a way to rock this one out, buddy. I mean, talk about that, man. It was a pretty good one, isn't it?
Yeah, it was a good race overall. I had some bad luck throughout the first half, and then that late caution came out, and it really helped me get me back up front there. So, worked out pretty good, but bad luck turned to good luck.
So I did see he had to do a little bit of action-reaction on that, coming off of 4 with Reynolds spinning out. which way were you ready to move, depending on the way he spun when he hit the wall?
Well, I knew he was going to bounce off the wall and go down, so I went up high purposely there just to go past him. Even if he had enough to save it a bit, I would have had a good run on him on the outside. We would have came to the line pretty close together, so I was going high all the way.
Well, you're coming away today here, second out of it all. I mean, Dennis, who you want to thank her for this one, buddy?
Thanks to you guys. Great broadcast. Thanks to PTM and the league and all the sponsors. It's an awesome group of guys here. For the most part, it's all pretty clean. It's fun racing here.
For sure there, Dennis. We appreciate your time down there. Congratulations going second today.
Thanks, guys. Have a good night.
Well, he'll take away second place today by coming away here in the top spot here. Well, he can celebrate in happiness here. Bab going to victory lane, and Bab, oh boy, sir. You've had numerous wins on the plate tracks. You've had serious wins on some bigger tracks and come close to that 1-2 mile long. But now you had yourself a little cookie cutter / a mile and a half fun, just under anyway, with Nashville Superspeedway. Talk to me about this one here, sir.
Yeah, but it has the word Superspeedway in it. But I don't know. I felt like I was tire saving really good the whole race, and I was hoping for a long green run. But I think Hansen and Reynolds got into a wreck, and I got caught up in it. I ended up taking fuel only, and then I knew everybody else had to pit, and I had enough fuel that it would have been real close if I'd have run it out. But then we had that late caution. I guess they wrecked or something when people were pitting. It worked out. It worked out good.
Now I can say, as the race was happening, what was your strategy if we would have stayed green the whole? What was your plans going forward if they didn't have that late race restart?
Well, I felt my tires were come in over the people in front of me late in the run. I was saving tires pretty good. So I was just, I just worked my way up one by one if I was able to. I just trying to stay clean and not get involved in any bumps. Because you can get in turn 4, you can hit that wall coming out if you're not careful.
Well, you were careful this time, and it worked out perfectly in your favor here. Who do you want to thank her for the win here in the ButtKicker 100?
I want to thank PTM for putting this race on, and y'all too for putting on a good broadcast. I can't wait to watch it tomorrow. All the sponsors, ButtKicker, Threat Level. I can't even think of all of them right now. I'm kind of like overjoyed right now. It's been a while.
It's been a while, but you got it done tonight, Bab. Congratulations on that one, buddy.
Thank you, sir. Y'all have a good one.
You too, ladies and gentlemen. Your race winner here in the ButtKicker 100 is Bab. Well, Michael Abel will do it tonight here, buddy.
Yes, it will.
So a big thank you to our friends at the ButtKicker Company, of course, the Pit Stall Racing Series, Sim Panel, Threat Level Midnight Media, FEGCustomPC.com, Celeratus Legal PLC, Gainz Fitness Incorporated, Redline Motorsports Media, Lightning Wrapz, and Shriver Twisted Creations. A big thank you to all of them and then some for your support. Fans and friends alike, thanks for tuning in. We'll see you next time when the Great Flag Flies on Pizza Race TV.